No matter how many times I show you guys how to make this, you come at me with questions. You come at me with questions I never would have even thought of. Like, why does it taste fishy? Hello, it's fish. Maybe your fish was weird. I don't know, but fish tastes like fish. Another one is, why is it so salty? It's cured in salt. Can I do it all salt, no sugar? No. Did I say you could? We're gonna do some cured trout, and then we're gonna do one that's gravlax with dill. I'm gonna try to answer questions that I keep getting. It's up to you to pay attention. It's also up to you to use Google. In a bowl, we're gonna put equal parts sugar and salt. You can use brown sugar, you can use granulated sugar, but you have to use sugar. You cannot use stevia. No, you cannot use Splenda. You have to use sugar. You cannot use monk fruit. Sugar. And you can just eyeball it. It's not an exact science. And whatever you don't use, you can always just save for another time. Salt. You want to use a salt without iodine. If you want to know why, you can Google it. You can use a rock salt or you can use a sea salt. Rock salt is actually a little bit better because I think it keeps it from getting too salty. You can use either one. Your salt just can't have iodine. Any seasoning you are putting into your cure cannot have iodine. I know, like, there's trace amounts of iodine in all salt. I get that comment all the time. You know what I mean. You know what I mean when I say a salt without iodine. You know what I mean. Like, why do you guys have to be so contrary? Got salt in my mouth. There you go. Easy peasy. Anybody can do this. Anybody can do this. So you're gonna get yourself some plastic wrap. You can also use a Ziploc bag. If you are opposed to plastic morally, you don't have to use it. I like to use it. I think it keeps it nice and tight and less of a mess. You're gonna put your plastic wrap on the counter like so. Take some of your salt mixture and you're gonna make a base of salt about as big as your piece of fish you're placing in here. This is like 2 strips. So go brush your teeth really good and floss. You're gonna cover the remainder of your salmon or your trout, or whatever fish you're curing, with salt. Okay, and then we're going to tightly wrap it, usually double wrap it. So it should look like a bag of drugs. And the reason you want a previously frozen / sushi grade fish is because that's what's gonna kill your parasites. If you are using a fresh fish, you need to freeze it solid for at least a week. Farmed fish is always more likely to have less parasites. I don't care who tells you that's not true, it's true. Forgot, since we're making gravlax, we're gonna put some dill in our mixture. We're gonna put pepper. Now we're gonna do a medium cure on these. So these are gonna sit in my fridge overnight. Tomorrow around the same time, I'm gonna flip them. They're gonna sit in my fridge another night, and then the next day, we're gonna take them out and see how they look. We're ready. Okay, so here is our trout. Let's unwrap it and see what it looks like. It's perfect. Look at that. A lot of people are like, it's too salty. When this stage is over, you need to rinse it really well and then soak it in some cold water for 10 minutes. And when I say soak, I mean completely submerged in cold water. Set a timer for 10 minutes. And this is the gravlax. I've never done this kind before, so. Now I'm gonna rinse all the fillets one more time and we're gonna put them on a plate to dry in the fridge. And you can totally skip this step of drying in the fridge if you want and just eat it right now. It's totally edible right now. Okay, here are our fillets. Look at this one. Look at the gravlax. I'm gonna do a quick cold smoke on these. You can look at my pinned video. At the very end, it'll show you my little like cold smoke rig, but that is not necessary. So you can eat it just like this, and we're gonna try it just like this. And that is what the inside looks like. People keep saying it looks raw. Yes, it's supposed to. And look at that, and it's gonna be really oily. It's so good. And see how it's like extra dry on the end there? I'm gonna try that piece first. This one is so good with the dill. And it's gonna be oily. Look how much oil is on my fingers. That's how it's supposed to be. Other question I get asked all the time is where I store the cured salmon. You store it in the fridge. Store it in the fridge. And it's just delicious. People also ask me what to do with the skin. Some people take the skin and air fry it and eat it like salmon chips or whatever. I don't do that. I just throw it away.